So guys, let's be real. I'm a YouTuber and I make money whenever you watch videos. And being a YouTuber is a lot like being a car salesman. If you're ethical, you build a good referral-based business, you get sales every single month. But if you are sliming and you try to sell a car to anyone out there, no matter how much it actually costs them, and you know it's not a good car for them, then you'll make a few commissions here and there, like massive ones, but then eventually you'll get a bad reputation. And the good thing about being a car salesman in a way is that, in this YouTube sense, you don't just sell cars, but you also own the whole car dealership. You also give out the loans yourself. You do everything yourself. And there's only two things you can't control and you actually don't own. The two things are basically the cars you have in your showroom and also, for example, the interest of the people. Some years they might be interested, for example, in Tesla or in the Mercedes, the Lexuses, but other years they might be a little broke, a lot more conservative, a lot more frugal and say, hey, I just want a Honda, a Mazda, or for example, a Toyota, and I don't care if it's used, And the big thing is that when you are, for example, an ethical dealership, guess what? Whenever you walk into my dealership, I tell you, hey, I don't think you should buy a new car. It's very expensive. It's there, but I don't think you should because it's too expensive and you can just buy a used one for half the price, invest the difference, and basically become a millionaire in your retirement. And sometimes I get all the praises. I get told, Tommy, that's awesome. I didn't know. You've helped me out, changed my life forever. But sometimes, honestly, I get sent to the shadow realm, meaning I don't care. Sell me the car and just shut up and be quiet, and I'm gonna do exactly what I wanna do. And it is what it is, Again, you don't control the interests of people, and you also can't control, for example, the cars in your showroom. People are gonna buy whatever they wanna buy. Now, what does this parable or this story have to do, for example, with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin? Because basically, guess what? There's always going to be something new. And my responsibility as a YouTuber is to talk about these things with you guys, but I'm always gonna be honest. I'm always gonna be real. I'm not gonna tell you, hey, yeah, go ahead and buy it. Because I know for sure it's going all the way up to the moon. That's not what I'm ever gonna do. I'm gonna be real, and sometimes I'm gonna get claps, and sometimes I'm gonna get boos, and I'm gonna be sent to the shadow realm. But again, it is what it is, okay? But in this video, I'll tell you, should you be investing into cryptocurrency or should you not? It's really that simple. Now, if you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel and join the family and hit the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. And on top of that, do me a favor and smash the like button because it does help out the channel. So thank you guys so much. And by the way, having a dealership like this is an ethical one. Sometimes you don't get that many customers because basically you're known as that one person that's always trying to do things like the right way. And sometimes kind of like a turn off. But guess what? The people that ride with you, they ride with you forever because they know that guy right there can be trusted. And that's all I really want. So I'm not willing to sacrifice myself and also my community and also you guys and my channel for the sake of a quick dollar on a commission, either if I sell you something or whatever it is, okay? Not my style, not my game. So first of all, guys, I really want to start this video with this powerful quote you always read in those Instagram captions about inspiration. You see them in the quotes, you see them, for example, in paintings or, for example, in movies. And this quote is basically, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And it sounds cool. Honestly, it does sound cool, but does it apply to everything in life? The answer is no. Imagine if I go to my wife and I'm like, hey, honey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And she's like, wow, Tommy, that's so powerful, inspirational. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I cheated on you, because if I didn't take the chance, I would have missed, that would not be a happy story. Trust me, it wouldn't. But the idea, guys, that we're not playing basketball. This is real life and it's investing, and the consequences are very, very real. And I have nightmares about this stuff. I never want to be the guy that, for example, I have a wife, I have some kids, and I'm the husband or the guy that always has this new idea. There's always this new thing out there, always trying to get rich as fast as possible, the quickest scheme ever, and I'm looked at with disappointment, disgrace, and also distrust. Like, I have nightmares about that. And yesterday it was Dogecoin. Today is Shiba. Tomorrow, there's going to be a new coin. And today, there are YouTubers talking about the next Shiba, the next this, the next that. You know what I mean? So there's always something out there. So I want to give you guys 3 things to look out for when it comes to this whole thing. So I just want you guys to remember these 3 things right here. First thing is the house. You know, like when you gamble in a casino, that's the house. Well, the house in this game of investing, the house is the brokerage, and they always make money. For example, like Robinhood, whenever you buy, whenever you sell, whether you made money or you lost money, they make money. They always win. Because although it might sound like, oh, it's free trading, it's not really free trading. There is a fractional cost, and when you have millions of people trading, it adds up to a lot of money. They made around $30 million last quarter just in Dogecoin, okay? Allegedly. I don't want to get sued. Second thing is, guys, okay, remember this, never forget this, okay, guys? YouTubers are going to make money whether you make money or you lose money. Why? They have your attention, you watch the ads, you buy the courses, and you spread the word about their channel, which makes them even more money. And again, it goes back to the dealership example, okay? If you have a dealership where you're trusted, people believe in you, you give good advice, even when it's gonna cost you money, guess what? People trust you. You build referrals, and people always come in and think of you first. But if all you want is a big commission, all the views out there, it's not gonna work out in the long term. And the last thing is your friends. You know, I don't think your friends wanna get you to lose money. I don't think at all. Like, they have the best intentions. Like, I want to put you on to something that I know about, whereas Dogecoin or Shiba, just make money with me. That's really what they want. But in reality, do this exercise whenever your friends tell you about something. Ask yourself, like, is this a person I want to take financial advice from? And you know, I did this when I was 19 years old, and the answer was no. I didn't want to take advice from my friend that's in crazy student loan debt, has crazy credit card debt, spends all his money on food, and is trying to get rich quick. That's not who I want to take advice from, okay? So I started taking advice only from people that are rich and are willing to teach me how to get rich, and they didn't get rich quick. They got rich slow and steady, and they can basically repeat it over and over again. Tommy, I don't know those people. Neither did I. I read about those people in books, and they taught me everything I needed to know, okay? That's where I found those books. However, though, guys, although I want you to remember these 3 things all the time, I can't expect everyone to be holy, because I'm not holy. I'm not perfect. I'm well aware that at some point, the urge is going to be there, and you're going to want to take a gamble on this new crypto or this new stock or this new IPO, whatever it is. So instead of believing that we're going to be perfect human beings, why not, for example, have a plan to take action the right way, the correct way, when you do want to take a risk on the next Shiba or the next Dogecoin or the next Bitcoin or the next Apple or Microsoft, whatever it is, okay? So what is this plan? Well, here it is. Here's how you do it responsibly, so you win, and not just the house. So here's what it is, guys, okay? This responsible way to actually gamble your money is called the 90-10 rule. What does it mean? It means you invest 90% of your money in things you understand, that are boring, and that are going to be for retirement. The other 10%, you can basically use it for whatever you want, to gamble on crypto, to gamble on stocks, to do whatever you actually want to do. But this way, the bulk of your money is being invested into things that are going to be there when retirement actually comes. And by the way, if you want to copy my portfolio the exact same way, go to the description, click the M1 Finance link, and it shows you my portfolio. I'll talk more about that later. But overall, guys, if you are doing this, for example, and you commit to doing this, okay? So if you say, Tommy, I'm going to commit to investing 20% of my income every single month. Now, for fun here, if you make $3,000 per month and you invest 20%, that's around $600 every single month you're actually going to commit to investing. So basically, if you're going to invest 90% in things you understand for retirement that are boring, like the 401ks, the Roth IRAs, all those things, well, 90% of that is going to be around $540, which means the other 10%, which is around $60, is going to go towards the Dogecoins, the Bitcoin, the Shiba, the SafeMoon, all the new little shiny things that are actually out there. That's where that's actually going to go. right? It's a very responsible way to actually get it done. However, I'm aware, if this does not seem like enough and you want to gamble even more, again, we're not holy, we're not perfect. I use gamble because that's what it is. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be real. But if you want to do 80-20, that's fine, but I don't recommend it because it's too much. I'd rather do 90 and 10. It's obvious which one is your priority at that point. So let's be real and let's share some facts that are actually facts here. And here are the facts that you probably don't want to hear, okay? Fact number one, the average investor over 20 years that's trying to beat the market makes around 1.9%. Now that means, for example, if you're the average investor, you're not even beating inflation. You're not even beating what you can make by just buying a home and basically holding it. You're not even beating bonds or the S&P 500. You're not doing really anything, meaning you're just making 1.9% of your money a year, analyzed over 20 years. Now, before you say, Tommy, that's not true, I'm special, I made 300% this year alone. The answer is, again, that doesn't matter. Here's why. Because I'm talking about 20 years. Over a 20-year period, do you think you can make 300% every single year? The answer is no. You know why? Warren Buffett, the best investor ever, in my opinion, only managed to do 20% on average per year. That was his thing, and he's a billionaire, okay? So you're not going to be able to do, most likely, 300% every single year. It's just not realistic. The realistic one is, according to the facts out there, not my opinion, it's 1.9% you're actually going to make. So what would happen here, okay? What's going to happen here? Well, guess what? If you said, well, Tommy, I'm going to grab my 60 bucks, which again is 10%, and invest it for 20 years, okay, at a 1.9% rate, at the end of those 20 years, you're going to have $17,650.06. That's how much money you'll actually have. Inflation would have eaten your butt. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is, okay? I'm telling you the facts. The facts are the facts. However, though, the other 540, though, that you're actually investing into boring stuff in 20 years, by the way, here's what I wanted to tell you guys earlier. I have a portfolio. If you click the description link that says M1 Finance, when you click it, it shows you my exact portfolio over in M1 Finance. Over a 5-year period, I've made around 90% in this portfolio. However, though, it's not realistic because, again, we want annualized over the long term. How much will it make? Around 11.49%. And this is very boring, very straightforward, and very easy way to invest safely and passively. So what would happen if I invested 540 and I made 11.49% on average every year for 20 years? By the end of the 20 years, I'm gonna have $490,000. An extra 10 years of investing, so 30 years in total, I'm gonna have $1.5 million. A lot more than, for example, 17,000. That's the big thing, guys, okay? That's the massive difference here. So you can have your fun, you can have your cake, and also eat it too, okay? It's the best of both worlds. You know, if you ask me, is the Hannah Montana way of investing, okay? You can be two people at the same time and still have your friends and still have your singing career, okay, guys? Now, honestly, if you want to use the 10% to pick stocks or crypto or whatever it is, it's fine, because at that point, you're just having fun and you're aware you're having fun. If you lose it, you lose it. If you make more, you make more, whatever it is, okay, guys? But overall, some of you guys might actually make money. Some of you guys might not. If you don't invest, you might not make anything. If you do, you might actually make something. You might give it a chance. You might not give it a chance. You might become a millionaire. You might not. But the likelihood is you're not. And that feeling you feel right now of, Tommy, but I could, right? It could happen, possibly, right? That feeling is called FOMO. And I did that intentionally. I wanted you to feel that feeling. So what does it mean? FOMO means fear of missing out. And every single one of us feels that feeling, including Warren Buffett during the whole tech boom of 2000. He probably felt that too. You know what I mean? Like, what if I'm missing out here by not knowing about this stuff, okay? Everyone feels it because, well, if I invest into this, you know, people like to gamble. You know why? Because it's a quick fix. If I win, all of my problems are solved, like at least financially. you know, but again, the average person that wins the lottery is broke in 5 years. So, you know, I mean, you have to have a good system also. But overall, that feeling is called FOMO, the fear of missing out. And again, I just want you guys to remember, what you are doing is gambling, and that's fine. So you crave that feeling, or you basically subdue that feeling by saying, I'm gonna put 10% towards it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But still in 30 years, I'm gonna be a millionaire no matter what. And that feeling is 10 times better, to have security. Now, that's the end of the video, guys, honestly. But before you go, there is one thing I wanna tell you. If you made it all the way to the video, comment down below, let me know, and leave a like also. But here's my true advice here, because again, I gotta be real 24/7 here. I don't recommend you invest if you have debt. Any debt except the mortgage. So if you have student loan debt, car loan debt, credit card debt, personal loan debt, I recommend pay that off first. That's gonna cost you a lot more money than you're actually going to be in the market, which basically cancels out your gain. On top of that, if you don't have an emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months, I don't recommend you invest, because once you do lose your job, at some point it will happen, something crazy happens, you're gonna have to dig into your investments, and that's not what I want. These two things are going to give you a core foundation, and that's exactly what you want. But overall, guys, that is about it. And if you're still confused, the answer is, should you be investing into crypto? If you want to do it, and just be honest with yourself, and you wanna do it, just do it. But also, for example, have your investments at the same time that are going to be there, that are the boring ones, that are going to take care of you when you're of old age, and follow the 90-10 rule. That's the idea. Don't ignore that you actually want to do it. If you want to do it, just do it, okay? Just do it. Because if you ignore it and then you go crazy and just put all the money into it, that's worse. So again, if you want to follow my portfolio, follow it, link down below, you know the stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, like this video, on top of that, also subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, and join the family. If you want to call me, the link is down below. You can actually call me for free, or send me a DM on Instagram, TommyBryson, or on top of that, watch more content here, or click my face right here. And as always, peace out. Long-term team out.